So I'm just going on here briefed on Monday, and I have so.
Joining us now for the interview is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi. Madam Speaker, thank you so much for joining us for the miracle of sort of local to local connection here and these cameras that we have MacGyvered on both sides of the country. Thank you for being here.
Telephone cameras, my pleasure. Any chance I get, I want to thank you for the beautiful presentation you make about the challenge that our country is under.
That is great. That's great.
Well, thank you for saying so. I mean, it's I'm just trying to keep up.
I'm looking at the artworks.
I feel like, and
that's jagged.
As the top Democrat in the American Congress, as the person with the key role that you have leading the House of Representatives, I feel like.
Oh, no, I'm going to coronavirus. Let's get some fishing going on here. That fishing, Pelosi. So, I just think it says first, third generation saying you're dumb and stuff like that. Like, it's time to recede a little bit. I don't know what they call that. I don't even think that's what the target is, but.
Well, I'm very proud of the work that we've done.
So, I mean, so what that was, I'm saying.
March 4th, we passed our first bill, which was about testing, and research for a cure and a vaccine and so many other things.
I look at insurance is like, I guess it's an elementary way to say karma is insurance and stuff like that. Because look, you're blacklisted from a lot of things that you do in the past. Maybe about whether you like it or not, or whether you've done your civic duty, you've done your you pay the price of your infraction of the law or whatever. Not whatever, but you have a major debt society. That's what it is. So, but in terms of that, you say, oh, well, of course, it comes to like in my case where I have to go for an insurance program and stuff like that, and then you just get into this rabbit hole of ideas like why is it that I don't have a car insurance lawyer? You know what I mean? Why is it that I have to defend myself in terms of collision and stuff like that? I don't know. I mean, that is kind of like is an oxymoron to me. But I think incompetence in general, under the term of incompetence, it's not so much but a literacy, if you will, or the workforce, specialized work, and there's so much categorization of like what people do for a living in the workforce and career, or they say the workforce to say, right. There's so much categorization in people do. It's like arguing with Staples, you know what I mean? And so I wouldn't say so much that it's a little plagiarizing, but it's kind of like this is specialized here, this section and such is here, and then you got your like heavy, you're a corporate, you're a subordinate, so your boss is here. Or whatever, I think in general,
we need to find
literacy rate. I think it starts off. It's not so much answering the phone. It's so much more being able to read, write, and speak and stuff like that. I'm fortunate to be like, oh, you know what? I'm all right. I'm just like, all right. I can get by on it. On bare essentials, on certain things like filing claims, certain things like balancing a checkbook, certain things like or practical life things and stuff like that. And stuff, balancing a budget and stuff like that. And so when you have like discrepancies or something like that, or you have disputes, stuff like that, you have, the bears, you have what you need to, the bear sense to say, hey, you know what, this is unjust to me, or without monetary loss, like so much what happens a lot of times when you have such deficiencies. So, I mean, with that, I would have to say, with the obligatory of this nature, is a Pelosi and say, oh, well, let me just say what it is, arbitrarily. It's a bit ambiguous, but it looks like she has a last name of immigration and whatnot, right? Right. So like I said, just say that aggravates the Shima on that alone, and so with that, so I don't know why it's such a dickering though, where it's such a template example, a dickering to be like, oh, well, you put this together, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm gonna be third or fourth parties involved. I'm like, this is what I kind of don't like about this whole thing. Receive, and I forgot already. And so
it's been reported he spoke at the White House, the brand new White House chief of staff. There's been a number of them, but there's a brand new one. Senator Schumer spoke with him, asking the president to appoint
essentially what we need, and so it says what we need, quotes what we need, and such like that, and such and such, and so what we need is a central command, and such and such. So, central command. Okay, so in terms of like a low-paying job, like a low-wage paying job, low-paying job like security, you're actually depending. If you look on a Craigslist website and what the essential requirements are for you to do a certain job, you're practically asked to do like everything in the world. I mean, in terms of like service or putting yourself out there in such a way. And you're practically asked to do every administration level thing, in the world, basically, in terms of communication, in terms of, all administration in general, on an operational level. So if you have a basic literacy, read, write, and speak, right? It's not just reading, right? Read, write, and speak. You can move with that, Of course, the workforce, is so it's not disturbed, for lack of a better term. It's disturbed, for lack of a better term. That it just kind of gets lost in the shuffle. People get harassed, and so and people get forced into schedules they don't want to do.
After the state Supreme Court blocked